Yes, please.
Pujya Swamiji, distinguished personalities on the dais, off the dais, brothers and sisters. I feel really honored that I have been chosen to be with those who are very seriously involved in one of the great missions that India really needs. At the outset, I feel it my duty to thank and congratulate the organizers for having organized this sanitation summit with a focus to toilet. Friends, you have already heard about 2-3 different viewpoints. I am here to share my thoughts with the experience I have as Minister for Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, particularly experience of the works, what we have done in sanitation sector. I don't know from where to start, but even if they are dealing, I will be thankful if you can connect yourself, because I will be sharing my experience. I am basically from a village. I am a rural boy. When I was given great opportunity of Minister for Rural Development, I did not go for anybody to ask what is that we should do, what is that program, what is the plan, what are those works that we should take up. I sat for a while because of my background, my parents, my friends were all much influenced by Mahatmaji. Right from the day of his coming over to our area, of my village, and my grandfather's association with the movement, etc. Apart from reading little about rural area from Gandhi's literature, we 4 or 5 friends of rural area, we sat and we discussed and charted out what is that village requires. Just a few minutes back, our friend speaker mentioned, please don't make something given to us which you presume that which are necessary for rural people. Do those works which are necessary for them. That's what our friend mentioned. After once we made out those points, we started working on that, and of course 50% of our bureaucratic friends were totally not included to what we were talking to them. The first project we took something to do with sanitation, something to do with the health, something to do with the saving of children, particularly rural children. We took up Shuddha Nirma Yojana, pure drinking water project. Many of you know, and Tusharji, who looks to be very much close to Karnataka because he has visited our Karnataka, that too Ballari area. Major part of Karnataka, which is depending on borewell water, and 80% of our borewell waters are contaminated, either contaminated by fluoride, nitrate, iron, arsenic, and our children are consuming the same water, our rural people are consuming the same water. And little earlier to my joining the ministry, we were involved in a movement called Shuddha Nirigagi Andolana, a people's movement for pure drinking water. And our target at that point of time, and also the slogan was that we should provide pure water to all villages. The quality of that water should be on par with the water that our Prime Minister drinks. Friends, we all see, we have bottles of Bisleri, Kent, whatever it is. This Bisleri water, which is in the purest form, is available to all of us. It is available to those who are in authority, opportunity, rich. But for our rural people, they depend on contaminated water of borewell, they depend on tank water, they depend on lake water, they depend on contaminated water, biological contaminated of some parts of the rivers. And I don't know whether there is a serious discussion about this, knowingly or unknowingly, wantingly or otherwise. There are two classes which are created in India. One is those who drink pure water, and those who are really working for the wealth creation, particularly rural people, agriculturists, workers. They consume raw water, contaminated water. And we have seen from the literature, even supplied by our organizers, that every 20 seconds we lose a child. What more worst situation that we can even imagine? And those children are not the children of rich people. 99.9% of the children whom we lose, they are of either rural area or slum area. Those children who are from very, very poor families. And to share my experience or taking that movement forward to my department, friends, you all will be very happy to know that we have decided that by 2017 we will be able to provide access to pure drinking water in every panchayat. I was presenting a small booklet to Swamiji. That booklet is the booklet which has so many photographs of the water units. Believe me, today in rural area, in at least 2,500 villages, our villagers are drinking the water of the quality which is on par with what Prime Minister of India drinks. And we want this to be taken further and make all our villages to be provided, and the access is provided to all villages for this pure water. Our next challenge was sanitation, toilets. In toilets, I saw the total deficit of how many toilets we really require. Karnataka required 56,000 toilets. And when we felt that we should do it during our tenure itself, it is not wise, or it is not fair, it is not really fair to anybody to say that in next 10 years we will construct 10 Taj Mahals. No. You will have to assure people, you will have to declare what you can do during your tenure for which you are really sent, you are really elected. We said by 2018, we will make Karnataka open defecation free. And friends, in the beginning, for almost 6 months, my bureaucrats were feeling that this is just a political slogan. And in the first year itself, when I draw a program for 6 lakh, believe me, right from my additional chief secretary to the last person, PDO, everyone were not believing that we will be able to achieve that. But friends, when we were almost on 20th or 21st of March, they all came to know that we are able to build 5 lakh. And when the March was over, we reached the physical target of 5,05,000 out of 6 lakh of target. And the next year, this year, that is 2014-15, our target is 10 lakhs, and we have already completed 5,80,000. And we are very confident that we will be coming very near to that 10 lakhs. And when we reach that 10 lakhs, let me tell you, with the 15-16, if we are able to reach another 12, definitely we will complete our target. And with the support, with the help and good wishes of all of you, we should be able to make our Karnataka open defecation free by 2018. I am really thankful to Government of India for having told the world that Karnataka is #1 in building toilets. Friends, let me tell you, sometimes these statistics mislead people, mislead governments, mislead people in authority, mislead media. Because I have seen in Karnataka that many thousands, even lakhs of toilets are missing. They are on paper. But to ensure ourselves that these toilets, what we claim that it is 5,05,000, 5,80,000, are really there on the ground or with the people, we have activated social audit. And above that, we have allowed people's audit. And the other day, on January 26th, Republic Day, we made a big announcement that we'll make 1,000 villages open defecation free on that day. We started the social audit from 1st of January. Friends, let me confess that we were able to only declare only 256 villages as open defecation free. We kept out those 740 plus villages not to be declared because there were, of course, there was tremendous progress, but it was only 90%, 91%, 92%. There were some gaps. We were very keen that toilet is a very important program, and this is identified with Mahatma Gandhi's program. Doesn't matter if we build lakh less, but let us not lie with this program. This is what is the spirit in which we are working in Karnataka. And friends, toilet is one part of sanitation. And before I come to that, in toilet, let me tell you, friends were telling about the toilets, comfort, and mindset of rural people that they are not very keen in using. They use it as some godown, something of that sort. No, it is not true that rural people will not use toilets. Yes, there are old people who have felt that it is more comfortable to go to field or roadside, but they are very little in number. Let me tell you, in Karnataka, we have started construction, we have started educating, and in Karnataka, if our success of using toilets better way and in more number is because of the children, school-going children. They teach their parents, they teach their grandfather, mother to use, to keep them clean. And we have used school boys in a very big way in this moment of using toilets. I would like to just mention what Gandhiji advised us. Gandhiji not post-independence, much earlier to independence. He said, build toilets, use toilets, keep them clean. He said, that alone will make you deserve for freedom. Look at his idea, the way he has given us a message. If we were to really deserve to be independent India, if we are really deserve to be free people, if we were to deserve freedom, we should keep it clean and use it. And that is what is the strong message. And the message is now taking real shape. And there was mention of making India. Gandhi's dream of India of Gandhi's dream is in making, and it is in making fast in Karnataka. That is how I claim, and I feel proud to say so. Friends, the next step that we have considered is, many of us only feel that toilet, we mean the Indian style toilet for rural people. There are aged people in village, there are physically handicapped people. If we just, what I can say, Atma-lokana, if we do, none of us have any time felt that we should provide Western commode for the comforts of those aged and physically handicapped in rural area. Even now, till today, we are not advocating for that. We are not popularizing or facilitating. But in Karnataka, we said rural people do need this type of comfort. Having experienced this comfort, having urbanites experience this comfort for their aged and physically handicapped, why not this be available for our rural people? And in Karnataka, we are encouraging Western commode to be provided for rural people. There is another very important thing which is missing from all of us is the issue of bathroom. In rural area, particularly for women, bathroom is more necessary than the toilet. And 85 to 90% of rural house, they don't have bathrooms. And even now, even in progressive village we call, where you will see women taking bath, below the cart, covered by sari or dhoti, and none of us have started raising our voice. Our planners have not started talking about bathrooms. Our parliaments, our assemblies never discuss about the need, urgency of providing bathrooms for our women folk or men. Why have we not felt the requirement? If you are talking about sanitation, if you are talking about the decent life, if you are talking about the quality of life of our rural people, we'll have to provide bathroom. And in Karnataka, we have come out with a program called Govt Yojana. And we have decided to provide 1,50,000 bathroom cum toilets with a cost of 20,000 rupees each unit. And believe me, our MLAs are after this, and they come and sit on the head of minister, chief minister, say, I want 5,000, I want 2,000, I want 3,000. My constituency people are after me. And if this is really popularized, duplication of programs in days to come will be avoided. Otherwise, now we focus on toilet, and after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, again we will have to start this bathroom construction right from the beginning. And I urge the Government of India to consider this, and the people who are on the dais and off the dais, you are all people who matter in very important forums. Tell them, those who are relevant, that they should take up this. And there is another very major issue. All in rural area cannot have their own toilets or bathrooms. There will be 10% people, 7% people who will have to depend on some public toilet or public sanitation facility. Because their house is very small, they don't have a place, or it is somewhere in such an area where you will not be allowed to construct the bathroom. And poor man cannot just assert, quarrel and get his toilet built. In such a situation, we need at least for 10% of the people of the rural area some sanitation complex. And that sanitation complex, every one of us say, if I say toilet complex, public toilet complex, the immediate reaction is, oh, worst, who will maintain? Where is water? How to go about that? No, it is just useless investment. Friends, do you know in rural area, the public toilet complex, the board we keep, Sarvajanika Mahila Sauchalaya. What we do? We build a compound wall, and that side is shown as a public toilet complex. Instead of open defecation, we make them defecate behind the wall. Is that the way of treating our rural women? And we have now thought of building very decent toilet complex. And that complex is not just a toilet complex, it is sanitary complex. It will have toilet, it will have bathroom, it will have washing space, it will have washing machine, it will have dressing room. When we were discussing in one of the forums about these facilities, one of the senior lady sarcastically told me and my friends, "Oh, then you have a mirror in that dressing room." Sarcastically. I told her, "Madam, we will not only provide that mirror, we will also provide them the hair dryer." And friends, if we really provide these complexes will be maintained. Incinerators are just inevitable, they are very much necessary. But why are we not speaking about them? The forum like this, with Bindeshwar Pathak, with Tushar Gandhiji, with Swamiji, in dais, and with all you friends, we must talk these real necessities of our rural India. If we decide tomorrow, with the help of all of you, CSR and IMR, that we have decided to build another crore of toilets, that is not enough. The real requirement of India should be told to all who are relevant. I am not telling anything which is new, which is not known to anybody. But the only thing is that we should start talking of this. We should make people to do this. As regards money's requirement is concerned, earlier I was holding a portfolio in S.M. Krishna's government, that was water resources. Was a very big department. Money-wise, I was handling 35% of the total budget. Now, I am handling a department with about 10 plus percent of budget allocations. Money is not that huge in requirement. And if we really take these companies, corporate sectors together, if you really come forward, if you are only to make that legal compliance, that apart, I have very, what I can say, unhappy experience of this corporate sector in getting into these projects. They get into these projects, as Tushar Gandhi mentioned, they are more bothered about media. They are more bothered about projecting how their company reached the target. Please don't do that. And I wish that this forum, the organizers, don't tell any corporate leader to construct 100 toilet, 500 toilet, lakh toilets. No. If they are coming forward, tell them that you take 5 villages, make them open defecation free. You take 100 villages, you take 200, whatever is your strength. But don't give them the target of toilets. That will really take our project really forward. Friends, in India, if we are to really make our rural people's life happy, we must make them improve the quality of their life. Actually, we are not doing that. Quality of life can be improved if we provide them the good playground, if we provide them good thrashing field, even mukti ones. It is the requirement of those villages. And before I conclude, there is another one very big area which many of us have not started talking about or thinking about that. That is, I don't know what is called in Hindi. We in Karnataka call it tippe. It is cow dung and other agriculture waste goodies. Goita. Unless the goitas are clean, you can't remove them at all completely. You can't do that. Unless goitas are cleaned or processing is made, the villages cannot be clean. You can't expect a clean India unless you clean those goitas, tippis. What we have done in Karnataka is, we have started processing those garbage, solid waste. What we do, we add some very specific innovative research or agriculture university and K.H. Patil Krishi Vigyan Kendra, which has done some microbacteria work. That is added to that garbage or solid waste pocket, and believe me, that fertilizer will be a value-added fertilizer, and within 45 days, that becomes like a tea powder. It is so decent and so good to look at and so healthy. Even if we take little from that tippe, goita, you don't need even wash your hands. And farmers will get at least 3 to 4 times more price to that particular processed material, and which is going to be of great use for agriculture purpose. Unless we clear goita or tippe, we will not be able to really dream of clean village. If you want clean India, you want clean village, it is not just your Sauchalaya, it is not just your bathroom, it is the goita also, tippe also, which is to be really processed and clean. For this, a lot of work is to be made, and I am sure you all will make your best to make India the clean India. And in Karnataka, we have taken up this Sauchalaya Kagi Samara program. summarize like war, and war for toilets. And believe me, in Karnataka, people are gearing up. Government's effort is on, of course, but to what extent government can reach? Unless people, they themselves get up and they become alert and cooperate, we would not have been able to reach our targets. And naturally, with these measures, now we have started talking of giving right to people. The Shauchalaya toilet will go to people as a matter of right. And freedom of expression is a matter of right for us, a fundamental right. And education is right. And water is right. It is toilet which is the main right in Karnataka by law. And unless we make these preliminary things, we should not have gone ahead to this. But now we have come very near to that, and maybe in the coming legislature session we will be placing this bill, and perhaps the whole Karnataka legislature will accept the Shauchalaya right bill. We call it as providing of sanitary facility guarantee bill. Perhaps India also needs the same, but not at this point of time. Maybe after a couple of years, or after 3-4 years, after we make some preliminary arrangements, preliminary infrastructure to be developed. I once again thank the organizers for having given such a beautiful occasion to share some of our thoughts and experience of Karnataka in this forum. And I wish you all the success. And my invitation to all of you, those corporate leaders who are here, you come to Karnataka. Anything you select something big. The government is with you. We'll give you all facility, any facility that you need, so that our dream can be really realized. And those who are intellectuals here, these are the thoughts. This is the thought process of Karnataka. I know we may have erred in this thought process. We may need to improvise. We may have to change in some areas. If there is anything that you can kindly advise, we'll feel grateful. I once again thank the organizers and thank you all for patient hearing.
We salute you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts and achievements with us. Friends, it is said, a tree is known by its fruit, man by his deeds. A good deed is never lost. He who sows courtesy reaps friendship, and he who plants kindness gathers love. The person who is living this dream, the dream of sanitation, since 1970 is today